you personally have played so many big games, and the team has. Was there just you just knew you were going to turn it around, that there wasn't any panic? You guys were just patient and waited. Is that kind of how it felt to you?
Yeah, I think the longer the game goes on, we know we have a lot of depth on our bench as well to help us out in those games. I think tactically our coaches were brilliant in this game, switching to the 4-3-3. I think that formation change leading into the second half helped us a lot, or maybe caught them off guard a little bit, and it really gave us a leg up for that last 45-minute push and kind of changed the game for us. So kudos to them. And again, yeah, like you said, this roster was built with a lot of leaders and leadership and guys that can step up in big moments. So, yeah, there was no real panic. Yep.
Hey, Aaron, I got two for you. The difficulties that Vancouver posed in that first half, they certainly had more of midfield. Just what were the biggest challenges that they placed on you?
Yeah, I think tactically they were very good throughout the whole series. The way they were able to almost go man-to-man in certain moments and take away our width, take away the middle for us, and kind of that five in the back against five in the back didn't match up great, and was a little bit cagey for a good amount of that series. So again, I think that tactical switch was huge for us and really broke things open.
And then just your viewpoint on Maddie's goal and your role in it.
My role in it's probably the easiest part. I just do what the coaches tell me and head it as far up the field as I can in those moments. Try to pick out a guy and see if we can catch him on a quick counter. I haven't seen the replay yet, but I saw a glimpse on the big screen, and Mati's first touch looked unbelievable. How he was able to get around that guy and a brilliant finish. So again, another goal for him this year. He's came up in such big moments for us, so I'm really happy for him.
Aaron, in a game like this, especially what we saw in the series, how much confidence is getting that clean sheet gives, and what stood out to you in terms of the team's overall defensive effort?
The effort was amazing tonight for sure. I think throughout the whole series and throughout playoffs, we know that if we keep a 0, we have a really good chance of winning. We rarely get shut out against teams. Our attack is so deadly. We have so many weapons up there that we're bound to score a goal at some point. So keeping that 0 in the back is huge for, like you said, confidence defensively, but it's also going to win us games. So again, it only took one tonight, and there was a real group effort from all 14, 15, 16 guys, however many guys played. It was amazing.
Aaron, I'm curious about the tactical switch, right? The 4-3-3. How seamless is it for you guys? Obviously, something you guys prepare and work on a lot in terms of formations and different things like that. But making that switch at half or whenever you guys did implement that, how seamless is it for you guys as players to kind of get that formation going and see how much it sparked you guys?
Yeah, I think lucky for us, we played that a ton this year. We started the year in that formation, so it's super comfortable for us. We have 20 games under our belt in that formation, so it's a real easy switch. Again, the coaches were very mindful in how we set up in that and brought some different players on to fill the roles correctly, and it really made a big difference.
Aaron, congratulations on the win. Kind of building on Andy's question, for you personally, when they make that tactical switch, what does that mean for you in terms of leading the back line, how you're all spacing out now? How does your role change on that back line once you move to the 4-3-3?
Tactically, there's a little bit of a different, I guess, job for the center backs, right? The shifting is a little bit different, but I think the main thing is communication and making sure that your left back or Max's right back and your 6 and your middle 3 are all on the same page when we are doing that shifting, because it's definitely a small nuance in there that's different than our 5 in the back. We can't be quite as aggressive stepping into those gaps because we don't have that third center back to cover. So just little things, but again, it's not too tough for us because we have a ton of games under our belt there.
Hi, Aaron. Congratulations on the win. Seattle up next, a team that you know very well. You've already beaten them in a semifinal this year. How do you approach that game? What do you see in Seattle as an opponent?
I see a team that has been very, very good to end the season. A team that looks like they're on fire right now in the playoffs. A ton of attacking weapons, very good on the ball in possession, and their defense is one of the best in the league in holding teams to 0. So it's going to be a tough match. Again, another team that has a lot of leaders and a club and a franchise that is very experienced in the playoffs. I think that's something that they pride themselves on is how well they do in the playoffs. So it's going to be tough. It's the playoffs. It's always tough.